Hey guys, so today I'm back with another one from the Why Do You Believe What You Believe In series, and today I just wanted to share a brief message on how your desire changes once you come to Christ. And I just have a few personal examples that I'd like to share, so hopefully you'll be able to also share below and share your experiences on this particular topic. So I remember like in my early 20s when I was just coming back to Christ and just feeling conviction about my lifestyle. And I just remember being in a club with my friends. We were all lukewarm Christians at the time, like lukewarm, kind of contradictory, oxymoron lifestyle. And I just remember being in the club with particular ladies that I went with at the time and just wearing a tight dress and everything, but just feeling uncomfortable, and it was really noticeable. And I just really felt at that point that, I just didn't feel comfortable with that life anymore. I remember it was noticeable because my friend said, "Are you okay? You look a bit uncomfortable." And it just came to the stage where I didn't want to dance with anyone and I wasn't enjoying myself. I didn't want to drink or anything. It just felt like I really need to stop going clubbing. And I just remember that like God was drawing me closer to Him, and those were like the final stages of me going to the club in that kind of setting. I also can remember like when I was still living my lukewarm life, and I will have like certain addictions, for example, sexual immorality. I was engaging in those kind of things. And I think there's a point where, okay, I don't actually want to do this, because not everyone wants to actually do it. They know what's wrong and right. They know their faith and they believe in it. But sometimes we compromise our belief just to kind of get in a relationship because we're not trusting God, we're not patient. It happens so many times. It's happening where people compromise and then they get engaged, they have sex before marriage and stuff. But that's not the way God has ordained us to do things. That's not what He wants us to do. He wants us to trust in Him in all things. So I didn't actually really want to engage in that kind of activity, but I did anyway. And I would feel really guilty about it. But the person that I was with didn't really feel that same conviction. It's just kind of like how people say that when you're about to sin, it's in the mind first, and if you don't treat it and you don't deal with what's in the mind, it can come out and actually happen. And it's the same thing with going to Christ. You start thinking about it, you start feeling the early convictions, you start feeling the change of desire, and then your lifestyle goes towards that. I feel like the enemy will also attack people like that as well. People like us, of course, believers, because we are trying to stay focused and he wants to see us fall. But we have to keep heaven cheering for us and not have hell cheering for us every time we make a mistake. But we all have our unique and personal journeys, and God is so long-suffering for us. He's so patient. It's so amazing, and I'm so thankful today that I know Him, because if He didn't give me those convictions, if my desires didn't change, then I don't know where I would be. It's on the path to self-destruction when we go against God's word. I also can say as well that like when I've tried to do things on my own, in the past when I said, okay, I'm not having sex anymore, and I didn't actually tell God that, I was just doing it all on my own. It's only a matter of time before we slip up, because it's on our own strength. But if God gave us the command, He obviously knows that we have the potential to actually obey, because that's how we were created. We weren't created for fornication. We weren't created to live a life that He doesn't want us to live. We were created to worship Him. And that's why people worship something in the world, but they try and fill that void. But actually, He's the only one that can just fulfill and give us that joy that can't measure, like that peace that surpasses all understanding. So I would say that the reason why, and another reason why I believe what I believe in, is because my desires have changed now. I'm at a stage where I actually understand the reasons why I shouldn't do a certain thing and how destructive it can be. And once you've gone that way and you've gone down that path, you really understand that it's just not good for you and it's just not worth it. When I've tried to do things my own way, and it's always failed, but when I try to do things God's way, I found peace. And it's not like, okay, it's going to be perfect. Sometimes you won't actually understand. I'm in some stage in my life where I'm like, okay, God, I trust you, I'm going to follow, but where is this going? Like, I don't understand where this is actually leading to. But at the end of the day, it will make sense, and it may take some years even, but you just have to trust in God. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is why I believe what I believe in, and I'll be back with more from this series. God bless. Bye.